Hello, Demon King Tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Fire Emblem 8, The Sacred Stones, with me, BlueAnkylo. It's time for the final chapter, Sacred Stone Forever. So, whatever did happen to Leon? You may recall that he was looking into researching the Grado Sacred Stone for some sort of curing illnesses and perhaps keeping people alive forever. Studying necromancy. Saving dead people. I use saving, you know what I mean. Honestly, Leon never quite got that Erica didn't need another twin brother. If he wanted to be her boyfriend, he just had to ask her out on a date, probably. I doubt most girls are interested in their twin brothers for boyfriend material. I just got a feeling, you know. Please don't give him the sacred stone that you've got. Maybe it's a trick again. Yes it is. No, he is to blame. He resurrected the Demon King. He should never have worked with the Dark Stone. He should have listened to everyone that told him it was a bad idea. Including me. Yeah, I mean, Erica gave you a sacred stone so you could destroy it. I mean, that's pretty bad. She's got a little bit of gumption at long last. Alright, let's do this thing. Okay, so I preemptively, and it was difficult, but I decided on my final 12. This is it, the final 12. I very, very sadly ended up cutting Tana, which is not good for Cormag or Erica's support bonuses. But I couldn't find any other of the 12 that were worth cutting. And it mostly came down to people who had been assigned legendary weapons. I really wanted to keep Joshua, even though his support isn't perfect, obviously. But he's the only person that can use the Adulma. And I really wanted to use Ewan, because he's the only one that can use Gleipnir. And Tethys, well, she doesn't use a special weapon, but she makes whoever's the best get 2 attacks. So, like, all things considered, she might as well be tied for the best character on your party, no matter who it is. And then Amelia was like, I didn't need to bring her, but her stats are all around better than Tana's, except for speed, and even then, not by much. So I was like, well, if I brought Tana, but not Amelia, that would be kind of crazy. So we're bringing Amelia, plus she can use, like, all the same weapons, plus axes. I'm like, okay, fine, so Amelia's gotta come. Lute is the only one that can use the Excalibur. So that's kind of important. Ross is the only one that can use the Garm. That's kind of important. Garrick is the only one that can use this Nidog. Nidog? I don't know how to pronounce names like that. Looks pretty good. Archer is the only one that can cast Ivaldi. And then Cormag has the Vidofnir. And yes, I could have given this to Tana instead, but Cormag has a lot more strength and about the same speed. So I'm like, well, I kind of want to bring Cormag. I'd like to bring them both, but I also only have one Philly Shield. So, okay, only one flyer. And then Larakel is my staff wielder, so she gets the Latona. She's, I mean, it's also nice to have some restore and all that. She wasn't as critical as it turned out, but she also gives really good bonuses to the two people you have to bring, so I figured I should probably keep her on the team. Also, her stats are pretty amazing anyway. And then Erica and Ephraim each get their own legendary weapon, of course, and that's pretty much it. So, there you go. Hope you're excited. Let's do this. The other people that were cut, Tana was the only really hard question. Kyle was not that good. The rest of these people aren't, like, A-team worthy. And then there's Mir, who, like, well, I'm not bringing her because she's too strong, basically. And she could probably win the last battle on her own. So, sorry, Mir, you're just too good to use. And I figured it would decrease the actual strategy from the last couple fights here. Okay, let's have a quick look at the map. So we start all nice and together. There's a couple chests that we could try to get if we want. I'm not bringing Renak. I don't have enough room for a thief. But there is like a door key, and I think someone has at least one chest key. I think there's a door key for each side, and there might be one chest key here somewhere. If you had bought a couple spares, Erica could pull them out of the supply and use them to open the chests. But I looked it up anyway. It's really not a big deal. One of them has a promotion item, so like whoop-de-woo, that doesn't matter. And the other one has something a little bit better. Let me just double check, just so I can tell you, because I'm probably not going to get them. An angelic robe. Okay, so it's got like a permanent plus 7 HP item in it. That's pretty good, and it would probably be worth giving it to Loot. Just because her HP is kind of terrible. So if I get a key, maybe I'll try, but, you know, it's not a big deal. Other things of note, we've got Leon here, Necromancer, and Naglfar, who's got his own S-rank Dark Tome. Kind of crazy. Lots of monsters. Everything's a monster, basically. We got some Draco zombies again, kind of like Mir's dad. Lots of archers. Pretty good selection of random skeletons and monsters. Just going through the weapons quick, just to get an idea. Most people have, like, not actually that impressive weapons. They need a lot more silver to be scary, honestly. We got some, you know, Gorgons with their stone attack, which doesn't seem to work very often. Anything else in here? A couple long-range shadow shots. So there's at least 2 Gorgons with super long range. So you gotta be a little bit careful about them. The dragons, the Draco zombies are pretty strong, as you might expect. You definitely want to use your legendary weapons on them. And there's Sword Reaver, sure. But that's, you know, pretty much it. There's that one chest key, so you can open one chest. Alright, and that's it. So let's get started. That's your map. Let's fight it out. Straight to work. Alright, new music. Cool. So, I guess we should probably split the team in 2. It's not necessary. If we can lure the Gorgon over, we can kill it. Like, if I put someone there, it'll probably move to that square and stone, and then we can move someone closer to try to kill it. Or we could just equip the longbow with Garrick and counterattack. I meant this square. First round is swords on the side, a couple lances, and this side is lances, basically all lances. Okay, so I think at the very least, I'm going to send Ross to the left, because he's the counter for lances, and if I send Ross that way, we should send him at least one friend. So Loot covers friendship plus healing. And we don't have Kyle, so that's kind of the end of that chain. So we could also bring, like, Amelia, who's on the site already anyway. They don't need to be adjacent, it's just because convenient. And then maybe Ewan, and then that's 2 mages. That's probably all the mages they'll need. And then if we go Tethys and then Garrick, that's 6. That's half of the team right there. Alright. So that's half. So then we're not having Joshua's connection to Garrick because we're going to split them up. And then hopefully the rest of them for the chain is ready. So then you want Archer. Then you want Cormag. And unfortunately we don't have Taina. I broke the chain because I couldn't bring 13 people. It would have been nice to have the full link. So then after Taina would be Erica. So like I said, these two are kind of missing out on some supports. And then Erica goes to Larakel, and Larakel goes to Ephraim. So it's almost a full chain. It's not perfect, but, you know, I tried. Oh, sure, bring it on. I wasn't even considering that these guys would probably attack us, but whatever. Right? Foolish sword guy skeleton. Bone sword. Bone guy? Bone sword guy? I can call them bone sword guys. They're pretty weak. They're not much better than sword guys. Oh, if only we had like an AoE attack that could hit like a group of 4 like that. Like Shining Force. You know, have the right spell. Just hits all that. Well, we could kill a couple of them. Not very many. 3. We could probably get 3 of them. No, if we danced, we could get all of them. Okay. Let's do it. Let's kill all 4. And then the mighty Draco zombie will probably come. I wonder, I have to be careful, because his attack might ignore defense again, like the last Draco zombie. So then I gotta make sure we have 32 HP, or 33 even. Alright. So Amelia's gonna go here, we're gonna find out if she's strong enough on her own. The answer is yes! Also, you know, getting a crit. Sure, thanks. And then these 2 can kill the next couple, hopefully. It's fine. I mean, Ross does so much damage. He's so strong. He's got such big muscles. And then, like, Lute's not quite that powerful, but she should be good enough. Yeah. Actually, she might even be just as strong. Because enemies generally have lower resistance than defense, so... probably works out. Not a great level up. She's not doing a very good job of maxing out the stats I want her to max out on. Alright, then, I don't have any huge priority here, but I'm gonna dance, Garrick up ahead, so he can kill the last one. I believe the promotion item that I'm probably missing is a Master Seal that works on everyone except the Lords, if you're wondering. Let's go with a Killer Bow for now. These guys are too weak to worry about using your awesome weapons. And the Killer Bow is like our weakest bow. That's saying something, isn't it? Alright. I mean, we could lure this one out and kill her, I guess, but... Sure, you know what? I'll try to lure her out so we can kill her. Even though I could avoid her. Alright, this side, let's see how we're gonna deal with this side. Probably kill everything except the one in the far back, I'm guessing. Probably. Joshua can't really do much. I just want to double check if this is actually going to do enough damage. Oh yeah, definitely enough damage. Okay, these guys are really weak, nothing to worry about. Let's just move Joshua up first. Then, You want to start with whoever's like at the furthest back. Okay, we're gonna go with Ephraim next. And do I want to use a Sigmund here? Nah. Steel Lance is good enough for these chumps. They're pretty pathetic, I gotta say. Like, is this the best you've got, Demon King? Because seriously, these that's not even a sword guy. That's just a lowly spear bone guy. And they've been bad since the beginning of the game when they were just spear guys. Then you killed them. You didn't think they were gonna get any stronger. Yeah, right. So, oh, I also maybe should have used Archer there. Oh well. We can definitely kill the next two. And if we get hit by a range 3 attack, that's probably fine again. Unless Larakel gets stoned, because she might be my only restore staff wielder. That'd kinda suck. Then, Erica deals with this one. See, she's got such good accuracy, even with the weapon disadvantage, she's got great hit rate. That's kind of unfortunate. 31%, huh? Well, fine. That's fine. Don't get worked up, Blue. She's really got stats like a Sword Master. Very good skill, speed, luck. Honestly, she just has great stats all around. Nothing to complain about. Alright, well, you can attack Larakel or Archer. Either one will be fine. I think he could use a Restore Staff if he had to. Yeah, they're only rank C, so he could also do it. We would just have to trade them in and out. Alright, and I think I will send Cormag up to kill one of these. Might put him in range of the Draco zombie. That'll be exciting. I'll just add to the fun. Don't need it. Alright, let's do this thing. Oh, Lance Reaver. Good choice. No pierce, no crit, no kill. Oh, yeah, the Draco zombies are pretty aggressive. And it looks like they do ignore defense. But they're also counting as flying, which helps with the bows. It's not... Actually, I don't know if the legendary weapons would do much more damage. That was a terrible level up, Garrick. Alright, well... Please dodge, that would be nice. Very good, Cormag. Good work, listening. Okay, yeah, they've got an insane amount of defense. Fair enough. That was basically nothing. At least the equipped light magic made it harder for that monster to hit. Probably like minus 15% evasion, or minus 15% accuracy, I guess. No! We finally got stones! The first time ever! Well, I guess it was bound to happen eventually. I should have just let this Gorgon be, but I had to get feisty and try to kill it. Okay, so Loot can't actually do restore, so we'll have to probably run one of these back over here to fix that. Or wait 4 turns. That's always an option. Okay. Well, let's see. So the whites, I would like to kill the one with the killing edge. And then the zombie, obviously, the Draco zombie. So I'm thinking maybe this is the time for Ross to shine with his Garm. Huge amounts of damage. I think it's time for the Garm to shine. Yeah. So double damage because it's super effective against monsters, probably. And really high base damage. That was good. Good start. Alright, now I'd like to kill this monster, Gorgon, that is to say. Maybe just use the Nidog so we one-shot it. That way we don't have to worry about anyone else getting turned to stone. A 54 damage bow. That might be the highest I've ever seen a bow do for damage. Just single damage without a crit. Alright, we want to heal. And we should have enough actions to kill the 2 skeletons on the left side here, I think. Would have gone perfectly if it wasn't for that stone. And there's nothing else over here to really worry about. Alright, so what are we looking at? So I should probably use magic or bows on the one on the right. So I'm gonna trust in loot to deal with that. This is why Tethys is so good. Whoever's the best choice, she just gives them the action they need. Even though, if I'd replaced Tethys with someone, they might be the right choice. But because it's Tethys, she can make anyone turn into the right choice. Or, like, whoever's the best. Not just whoever's last. You know what I mean? I'm trying to explain it? I don't know. Probably just confusing everyone. My little thunder mage. Alright, and then this guy's got just a normal javelin, so we can go... The axe would work. That's enough damage. Sure, let's use the iron axe. Might have been... Well, the only thing smart would be to make sure Amelia has not equipped a weapon that's too heavy, so that on the defensive she's got as much avoid as she can give her, but I don't think anyone can attack her, so that's done. Okay, now this side, Cormag dodged his Draco zombie attack, so he's in a little bit better shape. Javelin's incoming, Steel Lance is incoming, Lance Reaver almost defeated. So we just need someone who can deal with the Draco zombie primarily. That might be someone like Archer. Definitely can do a double attack. 20% to just crit kill. He'll probably take 32 damage in return, but we can heal that up, so that's fine. Besides, we've got some legendary spells we've never used, so there's one. I say that's pretty good if they're strong enough to kill a Draco zombie in one round. I think that's the strongest enemy we'll fight in the game, basically. Other than bosses. Maybe even including bosses, I don't know. Alright, that wasn't too bad. So now, it would be nice to kill this as well. I guess we could try, like, Ephraim's Javelin. There's a small chance he'll be stoned. Don't do drugs, Ephraim. Good job. Successfully avoided. No one needs to call the cops. Alright, so now we can definitely heal without any worry. I'm planning on not using that Latona staff. I would like to get through this without having to use the, you know, emergency heal all card. I don't mind using the legendary weapons a little bit, but this thing just as a full heal for everyone, it's just, I mean, it's a crutch. It's a crutch, guys. You shouldn't need to use it. Okay, so if I move up to here, this guy can also attack. He's got a Sword Reaver, so don't equip a sword. Well, that's not going to be a problem. In fact, the Sword Reaver will be weak to the Lance, so this works out really well. And if we go with the Vidofnir, which is possibly the best all-rounder Lance. That was also Pierce, so that would have done like 50-something damage, probably. I think there's no way he's going to die, basically. Oh, well, what a waste of a killing edge. Better be happy I brought Joshua. He almost didn't make it on the team. Alright, and then Erica, well... You know, if that guy wants to attack you, that's fine. I should have made sure... I didn't double check, but I should have made sure that the steel bow could not hit Cormac. Oh no, he's got the Philly shield anyway. He's totally fine. Never mind. It's a good thing to double check, but yeah, he would have been fine. Steel Lance. Well, you know what? I have a way to deal with Steel Lances. He went after Cormac. Of course he did. So the only skill we're not seeing represented here is the Great Shield that Jillian was supposed to have that nullified all damage. It's pretty good. Oh, and then the Assassin's instant kill attack. So I'm missing a couple skills. I guess technically you could have a Necromancer that can summon enemies. That's a sort of a skill. Oh. That's exciting. What do you guys got? Crimson Eye? You got Pink Eye? Oh man, stay away from these. Okay, well, Ephraim's not going to get close enough, but maybe... Maybe we can still kill all 5 of them? I got 5 attacks. That's probably enough to kill 5, and then the archer will attack, but... I think the spiders will be able to move down if we stand beside this one. Archmogul. Alright, well, let's give this a shot, killing everything. I like the killing everything strategy. Now, they do a lot of magic damage, I'll have you know. So if Joshua does get hit, 30 damage, we're gonna be possibly in range of shadow shots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So no, as long as you don't move to the left of this guy on that diagonal, you should. I don't expect they'll move because they probably would have attacked Erica already if they're going to move and attack. They're probably the stationary long-range artillery mages we've seen so many times. So then it's just make sure that the archer doesn't do too much damage. If I put Joshua there, only 1. So he can do 23 base damage. So that's 11 damage plus however much we took from this guy. 30. So 41 damage won't kill him, but we need to make sure we kill every other Crimson Eye. And it would be better if we just got a critical hit right off the bat anyway. So come on, Joshua. Maybe 5% more chance? I'll take that extra 5%. In which case, I would also take Archer moving first. We can kill that one. That one. Ooh, is Erica gonna be able to kill one? No. Well, yes, but she has to kill the right one. I might not be able to kill all of them, because these two are a little bit hard to get. Plain hard to get. Well, this is going to be an exciting turn. Definitely going to be exciting. Alright, well, Archer, you're still up first. We'll go with a legendary weapon here, just so that I don't worry about counterattacks so much. Also because it looks really cool. Everyone nods their head. Looks pretty cool. Acceptable. Especially if his magic is already maxed. Yeah, so that's a really good level up, actually. Okay. Also, his defense bonus does help, just in case he gets hit by the archer. So that's a nice little perk. So I guess that's the best we can do with Joshua. No Garrick, no Natasha on this side, so 66% of the time it goes perfectly. Yes! Alright, that helps. That makes this turn a lot safer. Not too bad. I think he's already maxed out his strength, so that's actually a really good level up considering strength doesn't count. Oh, good job, Joshua. I guess I could have reserved Larrakel to heal as well, and leave one alive. Just for interest's sake, what's our crit chance here? 0. There's no crit chance at all. So this is a pretty poor choice. So I guess we should let Erica just do a physical attack. Probably with Siglinda. That'll be fine. And I suppose if we don't stand in this square, we don't actually have to worry about the spiders coming down this turn either, so that's kind of a bonus. Small bonus. Instead of killing all the eyes, you know, we'll kill all but one. One of them won't be able to kill anybody on the team. That much I'm sure. So, healing-wise, probably just heal up Erica, I guess. Not using the Latona, don't worry. "30 minutes in already. Man, time flies in this game. But we're having fun, right? I sure hope so. Alright, so now the left side. We're a man short, and I'm not going to be able to unpetrify him, so... Do we go on the aggressive? It's going to be difficult. Also, then the Gwiggelgeese, the Gwilligees, they'll attack. So we'd optimally probably want Amelia in that square to block them. Nobody else has as much defense as she does on this side. So we'd want to, like, use Amelia to kill one, theoretically, and then dance, and then kill another one, theoretically. Ross could kill that one, theoretically, and Lute could kill this one, almost sure. And then Garrett just has to catch up. Well, a lot of this hinges on whether Amelia can kill or not. I think Ross will be fine. Actually not without a crit. Alright, well how strong are these things if we don't kill them? Steel Lance, not too bad. Not too bad. Axe Reaver's kind of annoying. Steel Lance. And then those guys are going to come pouring out. Well, what about, just for interest's sake, what are we looking at here? Definitely need more damage. Silver Lance, 24 times 2 will do it. Alright, we're still going to kill as many of them as we can. Ross might fail us. We'll see. No, well, yeah, because he has to use his hand axe. He can't use his good weapons. But I have a good feeling. Maybe we can get him some support points. Support bonus. We'll see. No, Tethys is one of his supports. She won't be close enough. And then... Lute? Yeah, Lute. If we do Lute first, she'll be close enough to support Ross. That's acceptable. Alright, Lute first. Yeah, there's no way she can't kill a gargoyle, so we'll just do Thunder. I guess I should try off Excalibur just so we actually see it and I don't finish this battle without ever showing it. Same with Gleipnir from Ewan. I have to make sure I show off the ultimate dark tech before the end of this battle. Alright, well that gives Ross an A rank support at least. That should help. Still not enough damage. Actually, 23, it did give him enough damage. Well, thank you very much, ma'am. And he got a crit anyway. Support points, guys. I told you they were worth it. Sure, get some more strength and luck. Why not? He should max his strength out without any worry, but sometimes I worry. Alright, and Amelia is going to be guarding this against quite a lot of monsters. So I'd like to keep her safe. I could go Brave Sword, and then she can kill it without a counterattack. Although he's got a 0% chance to hit her anyway. So, or well, depends on what weapon we go with. As long as he's got a 0% chance to hit. But the Brave Sword is really good, though. Let's use the Brave Sword for once. Why not? I never use the Brave Sword. It looks so small on a Great Knight. Alright. Now I'm trusting that her defense is strong enough that this is going to be fine. There's no way any of these monsters survive, though. She's going to crush them all. And her defense is pretty solid. Good enough for 3 hits anyway, I think. Now, she doesn't do the awesome Remember the Fire Emblem 6 Nomadic Ranger, the promoted Nomadic Trooper, whatever it's called? How they did those cool, like, horse flips with their sword attacks on the crits? Those were pretty awesome. That's what the Crimson Eye looks like, by the way. I don't think we've ever seen that. Alright, Archer, you know, we expected something like this. One for each side to deal with. Alright, I think this has been a good turn. Unless there's some nasty reinforcements coming, that may have been the most difficult turn yet. That one didn't even bother attacking. Lazy spider. Okay, so first thing, how far away is Ewan here? Still petrified for 2 turns. That's a shame. Alright, well, we should try to lure these spiders down. Should kill this eyeball for sure. I want to do a little bit of healing. Surge. I wonder if Leon will move. He'll probably stay still. Is my guess. So I think if I move into this spot or this spot, we'll be in range of that, right? Shadow shot 10 spots. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, we can kill the skeleton safely, but if you want to lure anyone out, you're going to be in range of the shadow shot. Except for that one. That's some stoning. Alright, well Joshua kills this one, clearly. Let's preserve the Shamshire a little bit longer. It's already half broken. And then let's kill... I think Ephraim should do some killing. Have not been using Sigmund very much. Remember Roy and his Blazing Blade? Or Binding Blade? It was the Binding Blade. It was so good. Remember the end of that game? That was overpowered. Way better than Eliwood's Blazing Sword. That was not acceptable. Ephraim, you're fired. Get off my team. So we could charge right up there and kill one of the spiders if I wanted. That would put Cormag in range of quite a lot of nasties, though. I'd rather try to lure them down a bit more. Alright, so I'm gonna put someone with good physical defense and magic resistance in this spot. Larakel might be the best choice. Nope, if I leave Archer's special weapon equipped, he'll have 16 defense. Although Larakel has way more resistance. Wow. Oh, she can't make it anyway. Maybe I won't lure down the shadow shots this turn. Maybe we'll wait a little bit longer. Yeah, let's try to kill the spiders first before we worry about rushing up. That's out of range, right? Well, everything except that, of course. Alright, now on this side... Same kind of thing, I guess. This is the 10 range shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, that goes right up to the top of the stairs, basically. Same as this side. So I would like to kill the spider. I'd also like to not be petrified. You know, big asks, I know. Let's move Amelia like one more tile or up. Maybe 2 tiles up. And I'm pretty confident that the Silver Sword will cover this without wasting everything. I kind of want to keep Tethys in the middle just for anything. Just ready for anything. what you gonna do? They didn't even attack! Alright, so... I don't think the Gorgons are gonna move, is the key. These guys might move, but it's hard to say. And if we test it, we're also gonna get hit by a Shadow Shot. I might want to just wait for Ewan, because I really want him to be ready for the final attack. So diagonally from here, if we move to attack the spider, we'll be in range of the Shadow Shot. Alright, well let's just change the plan. We're just going to prep for an assault. Diagonal, diagonal. Right, diagonal. It's gonna be fine, don't worry about it. I got a plan. They're not gonna attack me, I'm just gonna wait for Ewan to catch up, and then we're gonna crush them. Probably. I mean, usually it's better to let them come to you, but in this situation, they're not gonna move, and it's the final sort of boss hill, right? You know? Climb the mountain, kill the boss. Alright, everyone's ready except Tethys. We probably do want Tethys ready, so we'll just waste another turn, I guess. What's it gonna matter, basically? No one's keeping track of turns, right? Please? Please don't. Alright, time to turn up the heat. So... I wish my flyer... I know I've only got one, but I wish you could fly over the wall. I can't not do Gleipnir. I have to do Gleipnir before we get to the end of the battle. Let's see how cool this is. Oh, we did this once! Aw, lame! We already saw the meteor shower. Okay, it's still pretty cool. I just forgot. Did we see Excalibur, though? This is... I don't know if... I don't know if we've got enough oomph to actually push through like this. That's not enough damage. We get turned to stone right here. Loot, you can... I've got faith in you. You're gonna dodge that 53%. Oh. Wait, the damage was enough. Obviously, I cannot do math. Good job, Blue. Failing math on video. Alright. I guess it's the same kind of thing on this side. I'm not probably going to be able to push in as far as I was hoping. I might be able to use Tethys to dance someone close enough to kill one of the long-range shadow shots. And if I can do that, we'll probably be okay. But there's quite a lot of demon surges that are going to come at us. Yeah, this might have been the wrong way to do it. You know, it's cool. I can almost guarantee that if we survive the next turn, we'll be fine. That's not enough damage, is it? Yeah, Larakel's not a heavy hitter. That will do, though. Okay, now we don't have to worry about getting stones. That's, that probably will help. What are these spiders? Nah, they're not gonna do much. Okay, what about killing, like, this one? Could you kill this guy? You can kill that guy. That's good enough. Alright, so we don't have to roll the killing edge. Sword, bone swords, zone board, sword boner. We don't have to worry about that. So, who do we dance and who do we not? Maybe I just use a longbow to kill it? What do you think? she won't counter a longbow because she's currently got the Demon Surge equipped. Defense of 7. Oh yeah, with low HP, there's no way that the longbow doesn't kill her from that tile. And then we only have to worry about 1 Shadow Shot at least. And also, Tethys can give him support bonuses from here, which will help a little bit. Alright. I think I've got this figured out. I don't think the boss will move, so we've got 1 artillery Shadow Shot, and if these 2 move, 2 shots of Demon Surge. That's not too bad to survive. And yeah, I figured the math would work out here. Also, you know, criticals. Alright, we took the gutsy play, we charged up the stairs in the middle. Let's see if it pays off. Spiders are... Okay, so once you climb up the middle, the spiders turn aggressive at the very least. Now, this could be bad, because if they just focus on loot, she's probably gonna die. But she dodges. Alright, so they are switched to aggressive mode. Okay, so the problem here was... She's an anima mage, and the enemy's got... an accuracy bonus against her because she missed a 92? This is not boding well for loot. Yeah, she's got the wrong type of spells for all of these Gorgons. That was, well, 54, come on. 49, dodge. Loot! Don't die! She's dead. Dang it! Oh, that sucks. I'm not reloading. She's dead. She's dead. No one really cared about loot anyway, probably. Goodbye, perfect playthrough. Nah, we're not going at perfect playthrough. I'm actually going to get a worse rank on this one than usual because I let people die and didn't reload the maps. Oh, well. The fact that these count as dark actually kind of proves that I should not have brought loot because basically all the boss group is all strong against loot and she doesn't have any HP. And they do a lot of damage to her, clearly. Even that resistance, whatever her resistance was not very good. So Taina probably would have done better than loot in this situation. Oh well, you live, you learn. Okay, so I think all we need to do is kill Leon, right? Yeah, technically. I just want to see if Erica can do it, and then we'll try to kill as many enemies first. Looks like she could not do it on her own. He's actually going to do a lot of damage. So we'll need some help to kill him, so we're going to have to clean up, open up a bit of space here. Other than Luke dying, I mean, everything went pretty well. Let's, get this one out of the way right away. You loot killer. To be fair, I wasn't a huge fan of loot anyway. She was probably my weakest of the mages that I brought along. Now, also, Archer would have been a pretty good choice against Leon. Well, I say that. He's got an awful lot of resistance. Just for interest's sake, what are we looking at? 9 damage times 4, or 19 damage times 2? That's pretty good. He doesn't have a chance. Not enough damage, huh? Brave it up! I haven't actually used the Adulma yet. Or very little, anyway. It's pretty heavy damage. 45 is pretty good. And if it ever crits, oh man, yeah. 135 damage, bam. Alright, so... most of the weaklings dealt with. Let's kill the Shadow Shot. I don't want to waste too many more turns, but I think Erica and Ephraim can handle the boss. That was a good level up. I'll take that. Not like it makes much difference at this point in the game. Alright, so Erica. I could even heal you if I have to. I mean, she might get a crit, you never know. Boss has a ridiculous amount of defense. If I can even hit you, I have a 100% chance to hit. And it's a legendary weapon. Come on, Erica. Dodge. Show them that you're the best. You did not dodge. Disappointing. Alright, what if we threw Ephraim in there? He's a little bit stronger than Erica, so he hits a bit harder. I don't think that was a custom dialogue, that was just angry in general. I believe whichever path you followed, either Ephraim's or Erica, gets the unique dialogue. I think. Ooh, that hurts. Almost got me. Alright, well, we're gonna set Erica up to get the final blow. And that's not too difficult to do. In fact, I don't even really need to heal her because she'll get first strike. Thanks, Tethys. This is why we keep Tethys around. So, we definitely have that kill there. Just for fun, let's finish up the rest of the enemies as much as we can. Get out of here, you stinking spider. And we worked so hard for this weapon. I mean, we really worked hard to get the Needhog equipped on Garrick. But I didn't use it at least twice, you know. Jeez. Gleipnir's not even strong enough to one-shot him. What a shame. It's fine. The reason I didn't go with Gleipnir is it just takes a lot longer at the animation. It's cool and all, but it's just too slow. Dark Magic's biggest weakness for me is it takes too long to cast. All the animations are fancy and extravagant. Oh good, we got 100 gold! Well, now I'm really glad I'm killing everything. Yes, killing everything. Was worried there for a second. I mean, it works out better this way. We killed all of the Demon King's friends, and then we went after the Demon King. Alright, Erica, I know you're weak. Just don't miss this 100%. And thank you for finally getting a crit. Of course, it's just classic, right? When you kill Leon, you kill him real good. Now you get strength and everything else. Great level up, thanks. Now that you kill the boss. Just don't give him the Sacred Stone, please. Please, Erica. No, he's possessed by the Demon King. His soul is being eaten. Just because you beat him up a little bit doesn't mean it's safe. Is he just playing a trick, though? I don't know if we can trust him. Should probably kill him. Toss him into a pit of lava. Mount Doom. He confessed his love. See, we should have thrown him in the lava. Knew it! That was not his final form! Are you guys wailing and trembling in grief? Should be. Demon King awake! Yeah. Should have killed him when you had the chance. All our friends are here except the 2 that died. We can't lose. Almost everyone's here. Alright, Larakel, do it. Okay, well, we desire peace. Just focus. Send me your energy. Make the dream of peace real. Charging my spirit bomb. She looks ready. Thanks, Tethys. I'm a real mage now. I think Ross is the strongest on the team. Just don't ask what happened to 2 of our party members. Alright, Spirit Bomb, take him out! Out? Well, we lose. It wasn't strong enough. Oh wait, I thought he just destroyed the Sacred Stone. Curse you, 16-bit graphics! A mountain of corpses, oh man. Yeah, everyone's gonna return safely! Except for a couple people. Alright, so this guy, you know, if you watched Fire Emblem 6 recently, this guy's a lot stronger than the boss, the Divine Dragon from that. So, be prepared for a little bit more interesting fight. Yeah, you know, I mean, he's just a little bit stronger. He's got range 3 attacks, which means we can't sort of cheese him, basically, at all. But, I have faith that we can do this. Let's go. Even if we're 1 character down. So yeah, I don't know if he'll move or not. It's kind of actually interesting. He probably does magic damage. 49 magic damage. Probably. Well, I want to see if he actually will move towards us. And, you know, I wish I had someone who had a resistant-based super weapon. Like, plus resistance, right? You know? Like, probably exactly what Excalibur does. Plus defense. Plus skill. Nothing with plus resistance? Plus luck, right? Why would nobody get a plus resistant weapon? Oh, sure, it's that one. That helps. 6 to 11. Thanks. Alright, well, let's just pick someone. How fast is he? 18 speed, 49 damage. So just make sure you've got 50 HP and you'll be fine. That's what we're gonna do. That's the square, right? Just triple checking. Alright. I probably should have picked someone that had all the support options available. Like, if Tana was here. Alright, we're just gonna move people up. We're gonna hope for the best. I have a good feeling about this, but it's been a really long time since I fought this boss, so I don't know exactly what he does. Other than that, I just looked at his 3 attacks and they look pretty scary. Oh good! Summon some Draco zombies right in front of us. That's fair. They better not get a free attack. Okay, seriously, that's not very fair. Well, the good news is the boss didn't move. The bad news is it's gonna take me a couple attacks to kill those. How much HP does he even have? It's a mystery. A lot. me just double check. 4 damage! And the enemy, the boss will double attack, kill. Excellent! So Ewan is going to be very useful here. I mean, I could use Luna. That would do some damage. But it's pretty low accuracy, honestly. 42% is not very good. Luna is not as good as it was in Fire Emblem 7. Remember in that game where it just murdered everything? Not such the case now. That's not even that good. What about Ivaldi? A little bit more damage. At least we don't get double attack and instantly killed. I don't have Excalibur to test that out. I guess we should try to kill some of these. The real problem is the, that guy. That's obviously the real problem. Wonder if Nidog is the way to go. It's pretty darn good. Alright, Dragon Slayer Garrick. Maybe starting with someone who could have critical killed if he got lucky would have been better, but... not too many people would have had an option to get a crit kill. Alright, Erica, we're not going to rush you up there on your own, so let's just kill this guy. Sure, you could have killed him in one shot. Alright, so we're going to need to heal Garrick. 48%, hey? It's weapon disadvantage, just getting me. That's pretty good, though. Alright. I like it when we can kill him in one shot. It's a good sign. So if the boss doesn't move, what you really want to do is keep out of range 3 of him. So this is the diagonal line you want to avoid for the boss, if he doesn't move. So don't move any closer than Ross, basically. I can probably kill the Death Boil and the Gwiggly. Yeah. I figure we're probably not going to attack the dragon this turn. We'll probably attack him next turn. Once we got all the enemies out of the way. And then we'll try to kill him in one round if we can. At least that's the idea. That's not very much damage encounter. That's no big deal. I guess I could have split this battle up. I forgot just how much time it took to fight the boss. A lot of this comes down to how much HP he's got. Don't forget I want to heal here. We do have Physic for ranged healing if I need it, obviously. Probably get a Draco Zombie every turn is my guess. Yeah. Oh, it won't even kill him. The biggest problem with Gleipnir is it weighs way too much. It's not even that impressive when it's so slow you can only get one attack in and you get doubled on return. It does a lot of damage. It's cool. It's just really, really slow. So... there is a problem here that I can't really deal with the people on the right. I guess I could get one of them. Who's the most dangerous? Well, we don't have any armor, so the heavy spear doesn't work on anyone. So halberd would do bonus damage against, like, Erica. So 1, 2, 3. I have to kill him with ranged. Someone with reasonably good defense, probably Garrick then. And at least we don't have to worry about one of these three. Yeah. It's pretty good, actually. Pretty good bow. Pretty strong character. Is this stronger than a hero Garrick? I don't know. Maybe. Axes aren't as good as that. Okay, let's move up. Try to stay out of range this turn. Nobody needs healing, or the physics staff would have lit up. Oh, the boss did move! Oh, that'll teach me. Maybe he only stays in that central square. Oh, that's real bad. He just put the entire inner group to sleep. Well, that'll teach me. This boss might be more dangerous than I thought. So, that was really terrible, honestly. Please tell me physical damage wakes you up. We may have just lost. I didn't think he could move and attack, because he didn't move and attack earlier. Wow, so he can only do that once, but he will put everyone to sleep. For like 4 turns. That's crazy! I think we're screwed. Like, people are just gonna start to die. I mean, I could wake like 1 up. Maybe 2 if I could open the supply from Erica. 3 if we could wake up Tethys, dance a healer, and wake up another one. I think we've got a problem, folks. Alright, Cormag, we need your skill to activate and ignore all enemy defense. Also, if the boss crits, we're in even worse trouble. Let's just see how bad Demon Light is, right? The problem with that is 2 hits kills Cormag. This boss is actually more difficult than I thought. I didn't even come with a really good strategy for everyone going to sleep immediately. Shoot. I mean, it depends on, like, if we can limit the amount of damage he does, I might be able to heal through it until people wake up, but we're gonna need these other enemies to be pretty dead pretty fast. They don't do a ton of damage, but I can't risk any extra over the top, basically, when the boss is running around. Alright. Alright. He'll probably move down and kill... Oh, no. I can't leave Gleipnir equipped, or else he can kill Ewan. I should have tried using Archer to wake somebody up, I guess. I don't think I can do this attack. So we probably end up just healing Joshua. Yeah, I can't risk attacking and then getting countered next turn. Let's keep Archer Joshua topped up. They're friends anyways, that's good to have them each by his side. Ooh, that sleep spell, dang. Alright, he's going after Tethys, because he can kill her in 1 hit. Should have left Archer in the way. Wow, this is going to get... we might actually lose this fight, honestly. I don't know how much HP the boss has, but, well... I generally consider losing characters losing the battle, but... that 4-turn sleep is just... and we can't even hit this guy. Like, I can make 1 safe attack and then heal every turn. That's all I can do. If he ever gets a crit, we're basically screwed. There's not much... like, I can't prevent it. We would need more luck, or maybe supports that prevented crit chance. I mean, okay, the boss's life is going down pretty quick here, so maybe we can just kill him? Maybe he doesn't have as much HP as I was thinking. That's another 30 damage. Can you do... all she needs to do is wake somebody up that can do 14 damage and we got him. Okay. Well, this is going to be the most deaths in a Fire Emblem game that I've beaten the game with then. Wow. Potentially could get killed on the crit here. I don't like letting characters die, especially Tethys. I like Tethys. But I will give the game credit that this is perhaps the strongest final boss I fought. Oh, we got him right here, but yeah. Probably the strongest on the Game Boy Advance for the final boss. I mean, Fire Emblem 6 was really easy. Fire Emblem 7 was tough, but not too bad. This one was way stronger than that, I think. So, good fight. I mean, he got Tethys mostly because everyone was asleep and I couldn't protect her. But he still didn't have very many HP. I think my strategy would have worked if I'd known that he would move. Because I wouldn't have got that close until it was time to attack him, and we could have still killed him in one round. Because he still only had, like, I don't know, 120 HP or so. Ah! Well, sorry to all the dead people. Wow, that was shameful display. Also, he might be stronger on hard mode. I don't know how many bonus stats the final boss gets. But, I am playing it on harder, and it was pretty easy up until there, so I guess it's fair. And it makes the story make more sense, because they said it was supposed to be incredibly difficult, and mountains of corpses and all that. Except for the 3 dead people. Can't believe you survived. Those are all the Grado troops that you normally learn more about on Ephraim's route. Yeah, those 3 live. That's good. I think Garrick's gonna be rather upset. Actually, Innis, we let Taina survive, right? Who died? It was Gilliam, Tethys, and Lute, right? Nobody cares about Lute. No one will even remember her name. I thought I'd killed Taina accidentally. Should have just brought Mir. She probably could have held it. She probably could have killed the final boss. Depends. If her resistance stat or defense stat counted, she would have had like 35 defense. So the boss's 48 would have done like 13 damage. She probably would have been fine. Oh, so that was a really quiet cutscene because Tethys was missing. I'm sure there was a dialogue. There's supposed to be a dialogue between Tethys and Garrick. They're supposed to be married! I killed his wife! Boss went after my weakness, then went straight for the dancer. Well, let's get to the end of this in today's episode, but that was that. Pretty funny game. It's a long episode, I know, but I figured I'd do the whole chapter in one go. Goodbye, Larakel. You're pretty awesome. Hey, we get the main game theme as well. I love that song. Right, so Joshua reveals himself as the prince and gets back to work. Did we save his mother's life? I thought she died. I'm pretty sure she's dead. Plus, they're getting a royal marriage up here, so I'm sure they'll have a... No, royal marriage was with Rostin. Right, this is just Taina and Erica BFFs. There's only one throne. Who gets it? Rock, paper, scissors? Oh, you're probably tired. You should go to sleep, sister, so I can have the throne. Did Rostin give you their sacred stone? The one that you let Leon break? Like, you broke your own, right? Like... Finders keepers. All because he never learned how to ask a girl out. High school all over again. Hey, don't you insert the Fire Emblem into this game. There's no Fire Emblems. Alright, well I guess that's all. So we'll go through the epilogue, or credits, that's the word. But there, Fire Emblem 8, Sacred Stones. I really like it. I'm glad I played it on hard mode. It added a little bit of challenge that this game sometimes lacks. It's a little bit easier compared to some Fire Emblems. So hard mode was good to keep things a little bit more interesting. But I like the fact that you can go to the tower, fight some skirmishes, you know, move around on the main map. So if you're really not, you're struggling, you know, maybe you're not a hardcore, old school Fire Emblem player, you can train up a little bit so things are not so difficult. Which is, I appreciate that, honestly. I like games to be difficult, but not like so punishingly difficult that there's no way to get into them and actually learn, you know. I feel a little bit upset that 3 people died. The Demon King caught me off guard, so that one on Tethys was really bad. Gilliam dying, well, I just don't like knights and generals in any Fire Emblem, so the fact that he died was actually kind of fun. Funny, haha. The death on Lute was a little bit rude as well. That was just too much dark magic against Anima. That was sort of my fault, I guess. I should have predicted that. But I mean, it's the people, like, Gilliam you thought would survive because he had a lot of defense, but he never dodges an attack because of his bad evade. Lute, terrible defense, although it was magic that did her in, but low HP, also part of the problem. And Tethys, well, dancers are always fragile, and I always tell you guys to keep them safe. The problem was, once 90% of, or 70% of my team was asleep, I couldn't really even consider that. I may have been able to position Cormag or Archer to protect her, and I just didn't. So if I'd been thinking a little bit straighter, I might have been able to keep her alive there. That's probably my mistake. I'm not sure if I could have, but it's possible. Anybody that can get one shot by the boss is pretty hard to keep alive, though. Used to be such a good kid. Now that might be his dad's fault. Maybe he should have introduced him to some friends his age. Maybe he'd be better at talking to girls and therefore not gone insane and conquered the entire continent if his dad had socialized him a little bit younger in age. The first girl he's ever seen, he gets a crush on, doesn't know how to ask her out, and then he goes crazy. Alright, I get it. That's the plot. But yeah, overall, this is probably my favorite Fire Emblem game. It's this one or Path of Radiance. It's hard to say. This is my favorite of the Game Boy Advanced Fire Emblems. Let's leave it at that. Fire Emblem 7 is close, but this one is my favorite. Let's see some of these finales here. I hear a lot of good things about Seth. If you use him right from the beginning of the game, he can handle most of the game on his own. Just because he's got great stats and growths, but he sort of soaks up too much experience early on for my taste, and honestly, all the knights or cavaliers looked kind of poor compared to some of the other characters once we looked at their level 20 promoted stats. And Franz is just one of those. I know some people think, like, look, I spent a fair bit of time doing some stat research and recommendations when I was getting started here, just, you know, for fun. And, But, Franz, I know a lot of people think is the best of the 3 main Cavaliers that join up, but I never saw it. Maybe I just got bad luck. A lot of it comes down to your individual luck as you play the game. If you get good growths on the RNG, the random luck, anybody could be amazing. Some people have better base stats and average growths, but that doesn't guarantee it. Yeah, Vanessa was okay. It was really useful early on to have a flyer. You know, your first Pegasus Knight is always very valuable for mobility, but long term, her stats weren't that impressive. Ross, I found Ross adequate. I thought he would have done a lot better with a little bit more speed and maybe a little bit more skill. All he had was strength, and that's fine, and at least in this game, axes are pretty accurate, so it's not a huge penalty, but too classic axe guy, not enough balanced stats. Garcia didn't seem that great to me, looked like a weaker Ross in my opinion. Same sort of problems, even worse speed growth, I believe. So if Garcia was your favorite, you know, I'm sorry. But he didn't really have much of a chance. And then there's Colm. You know, Colm was okay. I mean, you needed to use a thief for some of the games, so he's pretty much your go-to. It would have been interesting with him as an assassin, but I don't think he would have really killed very much. You know, say you used a killing edge and you had like 30-40% chance to crit, and then so another 10% of that, like 4% of the time, he'd get an insta-kill. I don't know, that's not very impressive. Nami, your classic archer, terrible. Archers are always bad. Just leave them alone, never use them. Pure archers are garbage. And I say that knowing that Garrick turned out amazing, but he was a sword guy that eventually picked up a bow after he was already amazing. Archer, I'm pretty happy with. Standard awesome light mage. When he joined, he was very valuable, and in this game where there's a lot of monsters, his double damage to monster promotion is super, super powerful, so that's a great character. Lute, I don't know, she seemed good when she joined up as a mage, but long term she sort of lagged behind a little bit. She didn't get enough survivability in my game, clearly. Joshua was awesome, lots of people's favorite swordmaster. Never had a problem in this game. He maxed his strength really early on, which is amazing. Being pure swords is tough because you get no ranged attack, but he was still pretty good. Natasha also would have been a good character to keep around. I mean, I think Larracal is better, probably, but if you want another healer slash mage, she could turn into a sage, or what was it called? A bishop, the same as Archer, and they'd both be really good in this game against the monsters. Ford, you know, Red Knight. Supposedly focused more on strength. I can't remember how his growths went. He didn't seem very good to me. Both the Fire Emblem 6 Let's Play and the Fire Emblem 8 Let's Play this time around, this year, 2017, woo! My Cavalier's just terrible. Never really got any good stats. Like, they were fine early on, but mid-game they started to lag, and late-game they looked just horrible. I think that's the trouble with Paladins. They get a lot of mobility, good weapon selection, but bad stats, generally. And then there's Innis. I don't know, maybe he would have been an okay archer. I didn't really give him a chance. You know, my general feelings on pre-promotes, I'm generally not a huge fan of them. If they come already promoted, I rarely use them. Same thing here, Cyrene. So she was your pre-promoted Pegasus Knight. You know, that's cool. Her grace and beauty in flight. That's what they say about all the Pegasus Knights. Like, literally, I'm sure. Basically every Pegasus Knight mom gets that. Grace and beauty in flight. That's nice. Dussel we never really used. I've heard he's actually pretty good. If you want a great knight and you don't bring Amelia, he's a good option. He comes already really high level, so you don't get much growth out of him, but he's a good replacement great knight. Null, I don't know. I think Null's pretty bad from what I've seen and what I've looked up. Joins pretty late on our path that we took at a low level and doesn't have enough growth to really make up for it. If you're bringing Ewan will make a way better shaman than Null, or druid, whatever it's called. Cormag was amazing for sure. The only true Wyvern Knight in the game, although your Pegasus Knights can promote to a Wyvern Knight, Cormag's the only true one, and he was very strong. Never had any problem with him. He joined a little bit late in the game, I guess, but he was very strong. Dazla, I don't know. It's Dazla. He's got a good personality. He's an axe guy. I think he's same basic stats as most axe guys. Renak, you know, whatever. He starts as a rogue. What do you expect? What do you expect out of Renak? I think he has more balanced stats than Colm, but maybe not as high speed necessarily, you know. If you want to deal damage, you probably want Renak, because he hits a bit harder. But that's not what the thieves are really for. Garrick was amazing. I feel really bad that I killed his wife, or, you know, the Demon King killed his wife. He's been, hands down, the strongest endgame archer I've ever seen. So, okay, there's that one prince in Fire Emblem Fates that's better, but come on, Garrick's pretty awesome. Except for the beloved dancer dying. Oh look, we finally get an A-rank finale. Well, we would have had one for Tethys and Garrick, I think, but anyway, these two, they got their trip around the world after all. Congratulations, you two. Ewan was pretty awesome. Amelia was pretty awesome. I was happy with those two, no problem. Oh, they even had a kid. Good for them. Marissa. Oh, right. I almost forgot about her. A watered-down Joshua that joins later with the same stats and has similar growth rates but worse strength and slightly better speed or something. Don't worry about her. Seems weak. Sala. There's so many good mages, I don't know why you'd want to use him. But I guess if you're skipping Ewan and Lute for some reason, like you got them killed, maybe Sala would be a good fill-in. The old man that told Ewan lots of crazy tales, probably. Mir, well, I will admit that against monsters anyway, she was incredibly overpowered. She still has that general flaw of limited number of attacks. But if you can handle limited number of attacks, she's probably the strongest character, just because she's so hard to kill with 35 base defense. Hey look! Ephraim and Larakel! Restoration King and the Queen of Light. That's awesome. I love getting these A ranks where they end together. It's kind of super secret ending. Roston was thrown into turmoil. Awesome. That's great. Would have been nice if you could have, like, married, I guess you could have married probably Erica to Innis and connected those two kingdoms. So you could have connected all three together, kind of thing. Joshua, there might be a way to connect all the princes and princesses in some fashion. Yeah, like Taina to Joshua, Innis to Erica, and then Ephraim to Larakel. That would connect everybody, right? There, that's what you should do. Get the it's the inbred achievement. All princes related. Next generation, everyone's related to each other. That's great. That's exactly how I wanted to end this series. Now, on that front. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks. I hope you enjoyed the series. I am quite sorry that I got a few people killed there. I'll give you a little secret, sort of spoiler. I took like a couple of weeks off because I recorded quite a ways ahead, as I often do when I get into a game. So I was a little bit out of practice here for the last, like, 2 chapters. You could probably tell when I came back if you're paying close attention. So I almost finished the game, and then I took a break to start uploading some videos, get them all caught up. And then I came back, and I was a little bit rusty, and that was probably right when Jillian died. So there's that, and then, you know, mistakes were made, and I didn't want to redo everything, because I put so much time in, you know, I didn't want to redo it. And I didn't feel like save scumming. I know lots of people are cool with it, but I didn't feel like reloading, so we'll just have to deal with our losses. Now, usually they give you a final score. They didn't give me a score. Huh. They give it in the extras, maybe? Huh. They just don't even give you a score for this game. Oh well, no big deal. Anyway, it was a good game. Alright, thanks everybody. Hope you've enjoyed, and I will see you for the next Let's Play.